everyone to the channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for new video notifications. The giants that shaped us. Some giants never make the history books. Their names aren't printed in headlines, and statues are never built in their honor. Yet the lives they lived, quietly, faithfully, and with relentless determination, shaped generations that come after them. My grandparents were two of those giants. My grandmother was born in Batesville, Mississippi, on August 26, 1943. Her roots ran deep in the soil of the South. Her father carried both white and Native American heritage, while her mother came from the Edwards and Simmons families. Their family name was Stanford, and like many families of that era, their story was built on perseverance, faith, and hard work. My grandfather was born a year earlier on August 9, 1942. He grew up in Lambert, Mississippi, a small delta town where life required toughness and responsibility from a young age. Like many young men in rural Mississippi during that time, education often had to compete with the realities of providing and surviving. He attended school until the 11th grade before stepping fully into the working world. But the story of my grandparents was never about what they lacked. It was about what they built. In 1964, they made a decision that would forever change the direction of our family. They left Mississippi and moved to Memphis, Tennessee, searching for opportunity and a better life. Memphis in the 1960s was a city alive with culture and history. Even Elvis Presley had once lived in the city's housing projects, proving that humble beginnings could still lead to extraordinary stories. My grandparents began their Memphis journey the same way many families did, with very little. They lived in 2 apartments before eventually accomplishing something that meant everything to them. In June of 1971, they bought a home. It wasn't just a house. It was stability. It was proof that their hard work was paying off. It was a foundation for the generations that would follow. My grandfather spent years working in Memphis industry. He worked at a piano factory until it eventually closed its doors. After that, he continued his career at a bonded warehouse paper company, where his leadership and work ethic earned him the position of foreman. Years later, he retired from Unisource, leaving behind a reputation as a man who worked hard, led well, and provided for his family. Even retirement didn't slow him down for long. He began working security at churches and funerals, continuing to serve his community in quiet ways. My grandmother carried the same determination. Without formal training, she taught herself how to type. What began as a simple skill quickly became an opportunity to work and help support the family. She eventually became a warehouse manager at SBS before moving into the Memphis school system, where she served as an inventory specialist. Her leadership abilities did not go unnoticed. She later became a union steward, advocating for workers and helping others navigate challenges within the system. After 20 years of service, she retired from the Memphis school system in 2013. Yet even then, her story of service continued. She later worked part-time with Meriton in the Senior Job Relocation and Placement Program, helping others find opportunities later in life. Finally, in 2022, she stepped away from work for good. But the strength of our family didn't begin with them. It went back even further. My grandmother often spoke about her grandmother, a woman with remarkable foresight and determination. When her sons left to serve in the military, they sent money home to help the family. Instead of spending it, she purchased land around her property. When those sons returned home from service, each of them built houses on that land. What started as one home slowly became a circle of family. In many ways, my grandparents carried that same vision forward when they bought their home in Memphis. Because giants don't always announce themselves. Sometimes they simply work, sacrifice, and build, until one day their children and grandchildren realize that the life they're standing on was shaped by the strength of those who came before them. Those were the giants that shaped us. In 1992, something significant happened. After years of work, sacrifice, and discipline, the house my grandparents bought in June of 1971 was finally paid off. What may have seemed like a simple financial milestone to others was, in reality, the beginning of another legacy. That home had become more than wood, brick, and foundation. It had become a symbol. It represented stability, perseverance, and the belief that hard work could create something lasting for generations. Together, my grandparents raised 8 children and helped shape the lives of numerous grandchildren. Their home became the center of family life, a place where lessons about responsibility, faith, and determination were quietly passed down. Those lessons did not stop with their children. They multiplied. The eldest child eventually retired from the United States Post Office. The next oldest retired from Brothers and was able to pay off her home as well. The eldest son served in the United States Air Force before retiring and paying off his own house. Even the youngest sons carried that same spirit forward. One eventually retired after selling his business and paying off his home. The other retired from FedEx and purchased a house in cash. The pattern was unmistakable. Work hard, provide for your family, leave something behind. I am the oldest grandchild, and the legacy continued with my generation. By the age of 44, I had already retired from 2 careers. My first career was in the military, working in logistics, a field that mirrored the kind of work ethic my grandparents had demonstrated through their warehouse and industrial jobs. Later, I cross-trained the military and became a military police officer. After my military service, I continued serving the community as a police officer for the city of Memphis until I eventually retired. In many ways, the path I walked echoed the one my grandfather had taken decades earlier. He had also worked alongside law enforcement through handling seized property that would later be resold. Later in life, he even served on a federal grand jury, and outside of his formal work, he was known as the man everyone came to when their car needed fixing. If something was broken, he could usually fix it. Service and skill ran deep in the family. My grandfather's oldest son served as military police in the Air Force before later cross-training into aircraft maintenance. Without even realizing it at first, I followed a very similar path. But the legacy didn't stop with me. Today I have 5 children of my own, 4 daughters and my youngest, a son. The same spirit of service that shaped our family generations ago is still alive today. My youngest daughter serves in the United States Air Force as a military police officer. Another daughter serves in the United States Navy as an aircraft electronic mechanic. My son is preparing to join the Army this year as a vehicle mechanic. 3 generations, military service, hard work, technical skill, public service. All tracing back to 2 people who once moved to Memphis with little more than determination and faith. My grandparents probably never imagined the ripple effect their lives would create. But the truth is simple. When giants walk before you, they leave footprints. And sometimes the greatest legacy a person can leave behind isn't money, fame, or recognition. Sometimes it's a family that continues to rise. Those were the giants that shaped us. If you enjoyed this walk through my family history, leave me a comment. Tell me a trait you picked up from your family that you are proud of. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell on your way out.